Welcome everyone to this discussion regarding COVID and the prisons organized by PUCL Maharashtra. This is part of the discussion and two more will be followed by as scheduled this week and next week, which is going to be on media and education. And their dates will be put up in the chat box by the host. As the numbers of coronavirus cases keeps on increasing in India, prisons continue to remain one of the mystery situation, and nobody is aware what exactly is happening inside these prisons across India. One probably will come to know the real situation that has existed over several months only after the pandemic is over, after which will be, I don't know when it will get over, and probably the real stories will come out. Health otherwise has been also a major issue with the prisons. And with the overcrowding in prisons, coronavirus becomes a major threat for the prison population. Several prisoners have lost their lives across the country, and otherwise also we have failed to tackle the pandemic outside also, and it's going to be precarious inside the prisons. Many countries at the beginning released thousands of prisoners. India released few prisoners across the states. They were released on parole and not bail. But now even the bail is not being granted to people who are being tested positive, as the courts are saying that all the care is being taken inside. We have heard from that what they are doing is now antigen tests inside the prison and not the RT-PCR tests, which are more accurate. And several individuals had to move to court only to get their test done when they had developed symptoms of coronavirus. Like it happened in some of the cases of the accused in the Bhima Koregaon case, we had moved to court to get their tests done. And the situation was pathetic, as some of the prisoners' reports which came out was exactly the same of two prisoners, which included the same weight, height, BP, pulse, and other parameters. When this was brought to the court's notice, the court said that you should be happy your reports are negative. But the issue was, it was not the question of report being negative. I couldn't trust these reports, and hence the tests were done again. Some reports are still pending. It's a hope that this situation improves at some point of time, and as outside as well as inside, and not many people lose their lives in the process. Today we have two eminent panelists to speak on the issue. Ms. Maya Daruwala is a board member of the CHRI and has been also a consultant with the Tata Trust. She has worked as the executive director of the CHRI for several years. She has been the pioneer on the issue of prison reforms in the country. Also, she has been part of several committees on the issue and also initiated the prison visitors program, where outside NGOs and individuals could access the prisons for the first time. She was one of the petitioners in the Romila Thapar case regarding the setting up of the SIT for investigating into the Bhima Koregaon arrests. No debate or discourse can be possible without hearing Ms. Daruwala on this issue. And she has been an inspiration for all of us who have tried to work on some of the issues relating to the prisons. The second panelist, Mr. Mihir Desai, apart from being a senior to me and a guru in terms of legal profession, he's also a senior counsel, mainly practicing in the Bombay High Court. He has been part of several organizations and now the moving force behind the PUCL Maharashtra. Mr. Desai has fought several cases on the issue of prisons and prisoners' rights, including the famous Madhukar Jamle's case, where the court ordered the prisoners have a right to study material inside, as from books to newspapers and other periodicals. And also a complaint box was started in that case. Recently, he filed a PIL for relief of from the infections for the prisoners and continues to fight for individuals who are behind bars. He has authored the report which will be released by Ms. Daruwala today. And, but he will be our second speaker for this evening. Now I request Ms. Daruwala to formally announce the release of the report, which I probably feel that it has been shared with her, and speak on the issue for today. Thank you.
It is really, really my pleasure to release or be the first speaker about the rights of prisoners and the responsibilities of the state to ensure the safety of its citizens. PUCL's the rights of prisoners and the lockdown on civil liberties. I want to just say, so usually at this stage we're on the dais and we all clap and somebody opens a ribbon, so we should take that as virtually done. So Mihir, many congratulations to you and to PUCL, Maharashtra. Now, I just wanted to say that I'm going to, the book, the report is about Maharashtra, but in many ways it typifies all that is happening across the country. And I hope that other people, other PUCLs, other human rights defenders, lawyers, will take a tip from this and do the same kind of deep work, because it is only that will hold people to account. It talks about the deliberate flouting of rights across Maharashtra, which you will see across the country. But it doesn't stop at what is wrong with in prisons and also the subsystems around the delivery of justice. But it talks about the diminution and the violation of our civil liberties, all of our civil liberties in that way. So I hope that this book will encourage others to shout out against all of the things that are happening there. It adds to the literature, and for this reason, it will be so useful for the rest of us.